Well, we're coming to the 3 month mark of the end of the year, and it's time to lock in your goals. And like, I don't care if you haven't started them or anything like that. Just take 3 months and just go at them and just see where you end up at the end of the year. Because even doing a little bit for these next 3 months is better than doing nothing all year. Remember, you have the power to change your life at any moment, at any time. You don't have to wait for New Year's. You don't have to wait for a Saturday or a Monday. You can do it right now. Just start doing it and lock in and take it as the opportunity right now to just focus. Do not set tons of goals. Do not set 12 goals that you know you're not going to get. Set maybe 3 and then focus on those 3 things. So like, let's say if you want to lose weight, well, maybe focus on losing weight. Losing weight might look like being in a calorie deficient and eating healthy and then exercising a bit. So just focus on that. And if you have a goal to read more books, just read a chapter every night. Let's say journal 5 minutes every night. Like, just do things in small increments. You still have 3 months, so the year is not over yet and you still have time to turn around. So if you haven't been working on your goals, you haven't reached your goals, this is your final push and you can do it. Keep in mind too that you can start doing anything you really want right now, and then when you go and make your New Year's goals next year, you'll already be ahead of the game. So for me, I noticed that I was kind of gaining some weight and my weight loss is going the opposite way. Now, keep in mind, like 2023 October, so it's going to be almost 2 years. In October, when I left my ex, my kid's dad, I was like 190 pounds, which was like the biggest I've ever been. Like, even with my son being pregnant, I was 180. My daughter pregnant, 170, never 190. And that's like, it was very difficult for me and upsetting for me. Immediately when I was on my own, I immediately went and I ate healthy. So I lost a lot of weight. Now I'm here and, I started going backwards the other way. So I got put on a little bit of weight. And now I'm like, okay, I got 3 months until the new year. So I can still focus on reversing this. So now I'm been eating way healthier for the last week, actually watching what I'm eating, because I think that's where I get very off, because I truly don't believe, for me, I can get very obsessive. For me, as a healthy individual, for myself, my mental health, I can't hyper focus on my weight in the way that I will get too obsessive, and then it can I need to balance it. So I think I was being a little too balanced. So now I'm just let's make better healthy choices. And I'm just trying to still have a balance. So still enjoy an ice cream with my kids, still doing all that stuff, but just being more aware and not leaning to actually having balance, if that makes sense. So I am very much watching what I'm eating, but then also keeping in mind that I'm going to have special occasions where I'm going to enjoy something that maybe is more. And then if I have, I've had a few rough days too, where I'm rough day here and there where I eat a lot more than I want to. And it's don't beat yourself up about it. Just, you start the next day and you just keep going again. You keep going again, you keep going. You go over and over and over again. And that's just what you do. And that's what you do with any goal. You're not going to, have perfect runs with your goals that you're going to hit. Every day is going to be amazing. Maybe eventually you'll get there, but especially when you're starting something new or you're changing something, it's going to take a lot of periods of back and forth, pull, push, pull kind of thing, right? You pull back, spring forward. So you got to keep that in mind when you're doing stuff. But now you got 3 months. It's a beautiful checkpoint to go and reevaluate what goals you want to hit this year, and to go at it. Even if you did a quarter of your goals, then that's better than doing none of them. And I firmly believe that you can transform and change in 3 months. And then when you start the new year, you're going to be already at this point in your life where you can make these new goals that are just going to keep taking you further. So that's why I love September. September is a great checkpoint to reflect on what you goals you can go and like break them up in like smaller things too. Like basically it's just any goal is just developing a new habit, right? So you just do little bits of it. Don't overwhelm yourself by saying like, I'm going to go to the gym and do a 45-minute workout and then I'm going to run for an hour. Don't do stuff. I used to do that, and like you burn out really quickly, and you lose a lot of weight really fast too. I found I didn't like, for me, it needs to be reasonable. It needs to actually be something that I can commit to and know that I'm going to get, like, be able to achieve it. Because if you make a goal and you know you're not going to be able to achieve it, like ideally you would hope to, but if you don't and it's not actually a realistic goal, then you're going to be disappointed when you can't make it. But if you actually can't make it, then don't set it that high, right? Like, I'm not saying don't set high goals, but I'm saying don't start so big. Like, start with a tiny bit of it, like 25-minute workout, and journal for 5 minutes and read a chapter every night. Because honestly, the more you do it, the faster you'll get at it. Like, then you can eventually go maybe 30 minutes of a workout. And then next thing you know, you go a little further, like eating healthy. Maybe it's not, I'm going to eat completely healthy for the whole day. Maybe, especially if you're not used to it, maybe it is, I'm going to eat healthy for breakfast. And then the next day, maybe you have a healthy breakfast and then a snack. And then eventually you slowly just start making different changes. So like, don't overwhelm yourself and be kind to yourself. Like, don't go and reflect on your goals and be like, I'm a failure because I didn't hit any of my goals and now it's almost the end of the year. No, you still have time. So go and do it. You can do it. I can do it. Everybody can do it. And you know what? It's amazing what transformations will happen in 3 months. You could feel like a new person by the end of December, making goals that will take you further in January. So I suggest that you walk in and just focus on it. Not only that, now it's like a big chunk of the time, because you're going to have like your September all the way to like spring, where you're going to get back into like normal routines, right? Like if you have kids, they go to back to school, you go back to maybe a normal work routine, depending on how that looks. And then maybe you have activities that start up, right? So things are starting to change now. And it's also a cozier season. So now you're going to have, possibly less plans to go out and do things with people, because in summer you're trying to get, travel and do all this. And now it's like, like you now can just slow down and choose to hit these goals and make these goals. Like, it's a perfect time. Like maybe, take 5 minutes of watching Netflix and journal. Just 5 minutes. It's all you need to do. And just like really focus on how you can hit your goals in little increments. And just like prepare with your goals until you get to January, when you can make new ones and make them achievable. So it is 3 months until the end of the year. You got this. And hit those goals and lock in.